What's up guys, Kai with TK Speed Shop, and today we're getting some Monte Carlo action finally back on the channel. If you watched the last video, I kind of showed you how to do an LS swap in one of these bodies, but if you haven't, it's like right here. Go watch that and subscribe. Anywho, so we're back with some Monte Carlo action. Today we're going to be doing like power steering lines and the complications that you run into trying to convert stuff like this to like stuff like that. Again, we got old style, used to the old style fittings on the old boxes. They don't fit on these, but if you're a swap guy and you like to swap stuff, I was on the Scamazon the other day and I ordered this kit, and I'm pretty sure it's Chinesium. So let me just, well, I'm 100% sure it's Chinesium because it says it right there, made in China. But it came with the lines. I'm pretty sure that's like Chinese fake braided lines, but nonetheless lines. It came with different kind of AN fittings. We got some 90s and some 45s, some straights. And the glorious part about it is we got fittings, all different size fittings. Like they're labeled too, which is really like pretty cool. They're all labeled. So this makes the swap super easy because you can just take the fittings, thread, see exactly what you need, and then we're gonna build some lines. So figured, hey, for $100 guys, where can you go wrong? I mean, the complications and stuff that you run into in these kind of situations when you're doing stuff like this, like, you have to be prepared. Now I'm gonna show you the fancy way, which is what I just showed you right there, and then I'm gonna show you like the just to get it done. You kind of have an idea, or your factory hoses are long enough. Let me show you. So you can also get yourself one of these. This is Lsswap. Don't know the brand. It is clearly American made. Clearly. I wonder if they was able to get 50 stars in there. Focus. Anyway, I've used these before. They work. So essentially what this does is like this right here will thread into the boss of this, of your LS style pump. And you can actually thread your old line into this. So like, let's just say I had like the original power steering hoses and stuff that came off this car. I do not, but if you did, basically if the routing of the power steering lines was kind of similar or close, where you can tuck it away and get it away and it doesn't cause any collision or anything with your belt orientation of any of that, you can just thread this into the pump side and then thread your factory line into that, and bam, it's done. This is like, I don't know, $10, probably cheaper than that. I don't remember. I got a ton of these. I just buy them just to have them because I've used them before and they work. Like if you was doing like an LS swap in a C10, the layout of the accessory drive is kind of similar to a small block slash big block, so it's kind of like in the same location, so it works. Where in my situation, the power steering was a little bit different on this setup versus an LS. So with that being said, we're about to figure out which fittings we need, and then we're about to build some lines. All right, so we kind of narrowed it down to what we need. We got the 5/8 and the 11/16, which these are going to plumb into our gearbox. You always know which one is your main pressure or high pressure line because it's the bigger one, and then you got your low pressure one, and then M16 and a half or 1.5 or however you say it, I don't know, that goes in the side of the pump. Now the cool thing about this is these right here, they also come with freaking O-rings. Look at that. Now I don't have to source through my crud for that. So I'm gonna take one of these out. They got a good bit of weight to them too. We're gonna take our O-ring Now you don't have to do this. I'm just weird like this. I like to like WD-40 anything that you can think of. I like to lube that up. And we're just gonna bloop, fit that right over that. Just like that. And then we're gonna take him. Well, that's not really a good spot, is it? Can you see? Probably not. And we're just gonna take them and we're just gonna thread it in. You know, maybe I should have like did this before I even put the power steering on. Well, the power steering pulley. And because we already got that open, what we can do is, well, maybe if I select the correct socket. Alright, and we're just gonna, now remember, this is plastic, so I don't want to like crank on this like King Kong light. You just want to get it nice and snug and get a little resistance, and then bam, it's done. That's pretty nice. Not even gonna joke. Check that out. That's pretty nice. It's pretty close to that pulley. I'm not gonna say it's not, but alright. Now I guess we will move onward to the ones that we have down up in there. Want to know the cool part about this kit? All of these fittings that I don't use, I have extras now, so I can use them for an abundance of things. Just loop up the threads a little bit and just guide them in. Alright, and we're just gonna guide it in. It also helps that you clean your threads first before you even apply this stuff like that. Makes your life easier. Or it makes my life easier. What size is that? And cool. They're also 19 mil. So we're just gonna, again, we don't want to like overkill these because, you know, you run the risk of breaking it off in there like that. That's tight. That's good. Now we're gonna move on to this one. We're just gonna snug. We're just gonna keep going till it gets snug. And once it gets snug, we're just gonna give it a couple little extra bumps. See that one's snug. This one still got a little bit to go. And see, now there's a lot of resistance on it. So I say that those two mamma jammers are good. That don't look bad, guys. And it's all cleaned up and prettied up, and just to make installation so much easier, even though these are ANs, we're just gonna give them spritz. How about that? Might not need it, but it doesn't hurt, you know. So onward to building the lines. Alright, now that it got a little dark outside, it's time to make some lines. So we got 3 15s and a straight boy. So what I'm thinking is we take this 15 and we go like here and we loop that hose up over the power steering pump and down into it is what I'm thinking. Now as far as the return, we got a short distance for that, so I might give it an extra, I don't know, inch or so, just because I like to have some clearance. But who knows? What I do know is first, I'm about to unravel this. They're both the same size. Alright. That's a good bit of hose. About my wingspan work, which I don't know how long my wingspan is. So, if you ain't never messed with AN fittings before, that's your AN fitting. Okay? So, this is what you're going to use to shove in that hose as far as you can get it. Now what I like to do, I like to take a little bit of loopy-doo. Yep. Good and lubricated. Because you're going to need it to be good and lubricated when you put it through there. But it's kind of like doing, like you're flaring your brake lines. This piece right here has to go on this hose first, or you just screw the whole process up. So we're gonna take this right here. We're gonna just, yep. We're gonna take this and we're gonna shove this hose down in here. You gotta like push and twist, push and twist, push and twist, push and twist. Until you get it to the base. Now they make a tool that you can put in your vise that'll do this. I don't have that tool. Keep pushing and twisting until you've engaged all the way in there. It's gonna make sealing it so much better. Alright, so we're just about all the way in it. Now, we're going to take our freshly lubed up boy and we're going to thread this in. Now, it will get still, but you have to constantly keep your hand planted back here so this whole back hose don't come out. Now, you can either, I don't know, you either take your regular old locking pliers, or if you don't care about scuffing it up, or get you one of these little fancy AN boys. Just drive her on home. Recommend that you have a vise though. I'm just gonna be real with you, because this is pain on your hands. Me, I really don't care about messing it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna clamp down on that, and we're just gonna drive it home. And just like that, you have created a loft fitting that will not separate. So now we're gonna take this and we're gonna see how we're gonna perpendiculate. We're gonna see how we're gonna perpendiculate that area over there now. Alright, let's see what this look like. But this hose is all sorts of cranked up now. So let's see here. All right, and we'll take that and we'll run it just like so. I don't really like how high that is, honestly. Maybe I can move it downward. Alright, after tussling with it and fighting with it, this is just where it's going to be happy at, because I can't run it down here and snake it because of the angle that it's in. So what we're going to do is we're going to just yip. And I'm thinking maybe about this much hose, maybe? Does that look right? I mean, I could kind of swoop it in at an angle and put a fitting down here and have it come up like that. That'd be great. Let's test fit that. So if we come down here, and let's just say we take this hose, because this is our high pressure. Let's thread him on real quick. Apologize for the lighting, you guys probably can't see it. And we come like this. Even if I shorten it up, maybe if I about right there, that would be plenty. Maybe I need to cut it about right here. That would be pretty nice, not even gonna lie. And that keeps this short, simple, and put together. Like, look at it from this angle. See that hose right there? That one right over there? See how it's hooped up? And it coming straight down to that fitting? Maybe there would be nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and chop it and go with that. How about that? Alright, so we got our hose. We got our length that we need. Again, we got this fitting, but you noticed I taped this spot right here. When I go to cut this, because I taped this, those ends on it won't frail. So I'm gonna slice and dice straight through this, and we're gonna go from there. Electrical tape. I don't even know what kind of tape I'm using. It says Tesla, but it's probably Chinese one too. The only thing that's not Chinesium is the motor. Everything else is Chinesium.
So you know, this makes me nervous.
Oh, I would be nervous too if I held it that close here. Now tight, as you can't, like tight, real tight. Hold it steady. Hold it steady.
No, thank you. You have it. No, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Well, it's not like I got a vice.
No, thank you.
And that is how you cut your line. It was a pretty good cut too. What she don't know is she's gonna have to come out here again for the second line, guys. So you just take your tape and see how I cut that, and I didn't leave any. Well, I mean, there's a little edge on it, but I mean, I can clean those up with the 10 snips wherever they're at. There they go. You can clean that up. Getting the fitting. Give it a spin job deluxe. Lube her up. Lube her up. And repeat the process of putting this on. Oh, that's my favorite part. I think we got that one on quicker than we did the other one. So if I'm this, then I'm hosing it this way, and then I'm hosing it this way. We're gonna make it bend the way that we want it. And we're just gonna tighten her down. And then once it gets too tight for me to hold on to it, if you see anything wrong with what I'm doing, put it in the comment section below. I like it when you guys comment. And voila. That is another perfectly sealed. And we're just gonna double check this one just because I'm already here. And I feel like I got a better grip when I was doing it like this. Okay, no, I got the same amount of grip. Good and tight. So. And just like that, we have made a high pressure line. Now it's time for round 2.
I don't understand.
Right there, tight.
I don't like this.
Here, just don't look at it.
Don't you know, I still close my eyes. Be glad I love you.
Alright, now that we got our other hose secured, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this piece of tape on it this time. No, one of these days I'll make a pretty cut. No, you guys can't see me. Hold on. Yep. One of these days I'll make a pretty cut. Looby dooby. Yep. Looby dooby. That's nice. Oh. And don't forget the spring-loaded clamps. We frailed this pretty badly, didn't we? Not to fear. because I have a cigarette lighter that is near. And just like magic, it isn't frayed anymore. Don't you just love how that works? Now, let me position you guys down here. So, first things first, we're going to push it on. All the way up to the tippity top. And then this. Alright, now it's stopped, which means I can get the jaws of life. About there. Nope, they're a little bit higher. There we go. And we're just gonna take this and thread it on. And then I'm gonna take our 11/16 and we're just gonna snug her down until it feels good. That feels about good. About as safe as I want to go with it. And voila. Now if you look, you really can't tell because again it's dark out. Sorry. So we curved that line clean up over that and we got our return right there. So let's pop this top. And we're about to fill her up. I saw a guy. I've been seeing a lot about this driven racing oil for the power steering and driven in general. So I figured, you know, why is not a time to use this stuff? So I'm just gonna spill it all over the place. Yep. That's $20 I'll never get back. Alright, started seeing it puddle. Oh, there goes half of that bottle. I spilt freaking $30 worth of it. I'm playing. On the goddamn side of it. Alright. Now, if this is a success, again, we're not cranking it up. We're not doing any of that stuff. We're just making sure that all the lines are indeed tight. And I'm just gonna spin the steering wheel. Lock the lock a couple times. I can hear it gurgling. Well, we didn't spill none on that alternator that I threw down there. And it doesn't seem to be leaking out these lines. And I definitely got the lines filled. And it doesn't seem to be leaking around this filter, well, this line, other than where I spilt it at. So I'm gonna say that's a job well done. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that and just we're gonna turn the wheel. I don't know if you can see that. Feels nice. Maybe we should test it. we are exactly on the high point. Exactly. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to sit you guys here. I'm about to turn it a couple times. Alright, so after turny the wheel, nothing is leaking. And the fluid stayed. Well, you really can't see this. At the halfway mark. You really can't see it. Light ruins everything. But yeah, so I'm gonna shine a little light on it, and this is kind of what we got. We got those two. We got that one running up there, and then we got that one that swoops over down into that elbow. And now we're done. Oh man! And the greatest part about this little kit, guys, is like, bro, this was a $20 bottle. I wasted like 3/4 of it on the ground when I went to initially pour it, and then of course the pump took the rest of it in the box. But we're gonna hope this is some good stuff. Again, this is that driven racing oil. This is the power steering stuff. We're gonna hope this is good, because I don't think I ever want to spend $20 again for power steering fluid. I don't know the stuff that it's supposed to promise, but we're just gonna hope everything's okay. But we won't know will that line blow off until we crank the motor up, get the belt running, but we'll cover all that stuff in another video. But yeah, guys, and again, the best part about this kit is the fact that, not that, we get all these extra fittings. So that's the thing, my bauble. Well, if you like this video and you enjoyed it and it was helpful, again, I'll put the link down in the description for that kit that I bought from Scamazon, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Well, I appreciate you watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I'll be back to bring you more updates on this 70 Monte Carlo and all your other little LS stuff or whatever I find myself tinkering with. But until then, guys, you guys be awesome. Love you. See you in the next video.